Welcome back to another episode of Weekly Wahala. My name is Crystal Tweneboah, and on today's episode of Weekly Wahala, we're going to be talking about the rapper Yung Baby Tate going head to head with Ayesha Howard, aka Lil Miss Golden, aka Lil Baby's first baby mama. So basically, about a week ago, Yung Baby Tate, I think I should just call her Tate for just to shorten it quite a lot because I don't want to keep going over my words, but anyway, if I can, I'll try and shorten her name. But the rapper Yung Baby Tate posted on Instagram a video of her at some sort of festival performing, and she basically captioned it the Beyonce lyrics. If you've ever listened to Megan Thee Stallion's Savage remix featuring Beyonce says, "If you want to see some real ass, baby, here's a chance." So that's what Yung Baby Tate captioned the video. And in the video of her performing, she was rapping the lyrics or singing the lyrics. I'm all natural, and pretty much what she was trying to say was that she likes her body the way she is, and she's she, despite people probably thinking that she's put on some pounds, she's happy with that and she loves her body. So basically, that was sort of it. And when you look down in the comment section, quite a lot of people were obviously disagreeing with her, going head to head with her about it. And that's that's where the story started off. And I know that the blog On Site, that's where I found this out from, so shout out to On Site. That's where it went down pretty much. So basically, when that happened, and just to sort of cut it short, when I first saw the video, I just thought that I don't really see people's why people have an issue with it, because I just think that what she's wearing is just unflattering. Because if you look at what she's wearing a sort of a crop top, a bralette, and then she's wearing the pants that sit really low, and then I think she's got a thong that stretches really up, so you can see quite a lot of her mid area. And of course maybe she didn't maybe she had a big lunch or something before she performed. I don't know, but it pretty much basically looks unflattering. But the way people were making it seem, they were making it seem like she was morbidly obese, which is what I did not like whatsoever.
Y'all can't be that dumb.
So basically that was basically making all the blogs. Yung Baby Tate said she doesn't care if you come for her, she's gonna come for you. So she was here replying back to fans, giving them that same energy. Well, not fans, because they wouldn't really, real fans wouldn't do that, but she was pretty much giving back that same energy. And I feel one of the funniest comments that I saw was that I think somebody commented underneath the video, "Oh, you need to lose about 10 pounds. And Yung Baby Tate was like, She literally replied back and she was like, "You can afford to lose $10. Something about her being broke or whatever. And I was like, wow, she's clapping back. She's not here for it. So it pretty much, I think what must have happened was On Site, the blog On Site, posted it on Instagram, and it caused a lot of conversation, as it does, On Site, the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, the Neighborhood Talk. That's what they normally do. So that's what happened. And pretty much when that happened, Lil Baby's baby mama, aka Ayesha, well, her name is Ayesha Howard, but I mean, I didn't know who she was at first, but when I had to go and look on her Instagram, I still didn't know who she was. And then somebody referred to the fact that she's a rapper's baby mama, so I just googled her. I just googled Yung Baby Tate and Ayesha, and then it came up that she's the first baby mother of the rapper Lil Baby. So that's when I saw it for the first time, because I was reading the story and I scrolled down in the comment section and I see somebody who's verified by the name of Lil Miss Golden, who was Ayesha, had quite some choice words to say, basically saying that it's unhealthy, she's promoting unhealthy eating habits, she needs to take care of her body. Ayesha basically broke down that black women basically need to look after themselves. She basically correlated the two and saying that black women need to look after themselves and they need to promote a good image. And then she also brought Monique into it. So if you don't know, a couple of months ago, Monique went viral for basically telling black women to stop wearing bonnets outside of the house. And basically, long story short, even though I probably wasn't making content back then, like I feel like my opinion about it was that Monique came from a good place. Like I really like Monique. I feel like it came from a auntie or an older woman advice, and I feel like the backlash that Monique got, and when you go looking at when she posted it, when you saw her Instagram comments, quite a lot of young girls, even as young as me, were literally cussing out Monique, and I didn't like that at all. I feel like it was coming from a good place, and you know, to each their own. Basically, if you felt like whatever, I don't really want to go into it because that story's gone past now. I feel like if it ever like comes up again, we might really have that conversation properly. But I feel like that really wasn't. Ayesha basically tried to correlate the two and said, you know, Yung Baby Tate, you need to lose weight. You're promoting unhealthy eating habits, whether it's BBLs or natural bodies. You need to basically look after your figure more. And then she correlated that to Monique Bonnetgate, basically, which I felt like did not make any sense.
You don't know why it's going on.
This situation was blown out of proportion, and obviously word got to Lil Tate. And what happened was actually On-Site posted Ayesha's response to it, because Ayesha had like a long response. On-Site posted it and sort of posted it as a story, like, oh, Lil Miss Golden, aka Ayesha, or Ayesha, aka Lil Miss Golden, has something to say about this. And then it was funny because Sukiana commented underneath and was like, oh, Yung Baby Tate is not gonna like this. And then Tate replied to Sukiana and was like, oh, her life is already a mess as it is, so I'm not even gonna bother. So obviously that sort of caused started like the controversy between them. And then obviously Tate took it to Twitter, and she basically started going off on Ayesha. I feel like I keep wanting to call her Lil Miss Golden for some really weird reason, because that's what I see as an Instagram bio. But Tate went in on Ayesha, basically saying that I think she said she said that that she must have seen she basically put it out there that Ayesha is unmarried. She basically said, listen, Ayesha is unmarried. She said that because Tate calls herself, her rapper name is Yung Baby Tate. So she said Ayesha probably saw the name Tate, saw the name Baby in my name and got triggered. But happy Wednesday. But obviously wordplay on the wed, because wed, like as in getting married, you're wedding somebody. So basically like she threw shots. And obviously this pretty much escalated even on Twitter. And then from there, even Rihanna got wind of it. I don't know how, somehow it got to Rihanna, and Rihanna reached out to Yung Baby Tate, and so I'm guessing Rihanna and Tate are doing some sort of Savage X Fenty collab, which, hey, like it came out. I'm guessing it came out good for Yung Baby Tate. I hope that she just doesn't become one of those Instagram like ambassadors. I really do hope that she actually gets on the show. Like, you know, when Rihanna does like her Savage X Fenty shows, I feel like those are much bigger, and obviously you want, like, if you are a proper brand ambassador, you want to be there. You want to be like almost like a Normani, like, you know, when Normani's there in front and center, not just taking all these pictures. Because I feel like anybody can be, I'm not just saying anybody, but I feel like when it comes to the Instagram ones, like, you sort of conflate the celebrities to like you sort of mix the celebrities with the influencers. They sort of like mix together. But whereas if you can get yourself on the show and that like actually perform, that's what I as a fan would want for Yung Baby Tate. But anyway, like, and you know Rihanna already, where there's somebody who needs help with body positivity, anybody who needs uplifting, Rihanna sees a bag and Rihanna sees an opportunity, because that's sort of what her brand stands for. So that's, you know, people accuse her of lying, but anyway, we'll see whether she posts any evidence. But she pretty much said that Rihanna has reached out to her, and from then on, I don't know whether it was that made Ayesha sort of humble herself, or I don't know. Well, this video wasn't really in a way to humble, but Ayesha then took it to Instagram and she created a video trying to clear up the situation. and you watch the video.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, Little Miss Golden, and unfortunately, a day ago, I unintentionally ruffled some feathers. When giving my advice to eat healthy and exercise, I offended so many people by saying eat healthy and exercise and be your best self. And since then, my message has been twisted and turned into body shaming when I not once said anything bad about anybody's body. I simply promoted improvement. I'm not here to name drop because I'm not giving anybody any attention on my platform. This is simply to clear the air because I do have a bunch of women that struggle with their weight and their appearance in my DM, and they feel like I body shamed, and I didn't. I honestly think what happened in the mix of all of this is that the person that I spoke on allowed commenters in the comment section to make her feel like she was being disrespected and as if I was coming for her, and I wasn't. And in the heat of that moment, she became offended with her peers watching, and she then felt like she had to respond to me negatively. And it really wasn't called for because my message wasn't a negative one. It was said to uplift and encourage. But we live in a tried area, and when y'all made her feel like she was tried, I became the unmarried Ayesha after she went on a women empowerment rant. The difference between my message and her message is that my message was actually intended to uplift women. So when she responded to me, she indeed sent a shot intended to disrespect and tear black women down after that fake ass rant that she went on. Okay, talk about contradicting yourself. And let's talk about marriage also. If you Google the marriage rate with black women, we are the lowest percentage of women to be married of any race. Okay, and from one black woman to another, I feel like you tried to throw a shot at me, and it ricochets back at you because you also apply. And it's unfortunate that the world that we live in paints black women as being undesirable or not exotic. So we are at the bottom of a lot of things. And you being a black woman that is complacent in your appearance and not eating healthy and working out, you have 2 strikes against you. Not only are you a black woman in a world that tries to devalue us, you are a black woman complacent in your appearance and healthy habits of eating and working out because you became offended by me simply saying be the best that you could be, because that was my message. My message was eat healthy and work out. I never said that you did not look good. I said you could look better, and that offended you. You then came to my page and you made the assumption that, oh, because you look so fit, you must have went and got your body done. And then you pushed the message that I was trying to say, oh, it's girls like you that make girls feel like they have to get their body done, when I'm actually promoting good health and eating habits and exercise. You then come back and say, and the reason why I look like the way I look, talking about yourself, is because I didn't get my body done, which also conveys the message that the only way for a woman to obtain a fit figure, a toned figure, is if she goes to get her body done. You contradicted yourself in so many ways, from the fake women empowerment speech to calling me an unmarried black woman trying to tear me down, to then saying the reason why I'm not toned is because I didn't get my body done, when I'm sitting here trying to uplift you and tell you, if you take accountability, which a lot of people do not like to do, take accountability into exercising and to eating right, then you could be better. If the people around you are not pushing you to do better and be better every day to live up to your full potential, you need to get you some new friends. Period.
So anyway, you've seen the video. Ayesha pretty much talked about black women being the least married group of women out there, and I do also hope that when she says that black women are the least married, I do hope that she's including herself in the demographic as well, due to the fact that she's unmarried, she's a single mother. I'm not using that as a jab, or I'm not trying to disrespect her, but it's like, I don't really like the fact that she's using Tate's way as to say that, you know, black women are the least. She could have left all black women out of it. She could have, you know, said what she needed to say to Yung Baby Tate without having to drag all black women into this. Like, I don't see why and how. But like I said, I felt like when she was making the video, she was trying to separate herself in a way. But it's like, sis, I hope that you're in that demographic as well, because, you know, you're unmarried and we hate to bring up your lifestyle up. But anyway, back to the video. Basically, what Ayesha was saying was that black women are the least married demographic, like the least married group of women. So therefore, we have to like look after our bodies, make sure that we're in shape, so that we can get married or something. I think that's what she was hinting at.
We are going to pretend we didn't hear that.
Sorry, I'm not really sure why the light is going in and out, but basically, I feel like Ayesha using the whole black male shortage thing as something to get Tate to lose weight. I thought it was lame. I thought it was dumb, irrelevant. I feel like to women like Ayesha, black men are the be all and end all for them. Like, that's why I feel like even nowadays, like when you go on Twitter, and I was on Twitter a couple of hours ago, and people were like sharing tweets of like them being on dating sites and the way these men keep, I think one of the ones that I saw was that the guy didn't even say hello. He just put, what do you bring to the table, or what are you gonna do for me in our relationship? And the woman replied back like, excuse me, like, are you not gonna say hi, hello? And he said something like, oh, I can already see your name, I don't need to say hi, hello, how are you? Like, I'm asking a question and you need to respect me and answer my. And he was basically being rude. I don't really bring this whole black men versus black women topic up, but I feel like to women like Ayesha, like just getting a man and getting married and stuff like that is her be all and end all.
God have mercy upon us.
I don't think that's probably gonna work out for her. You can have the nicest body, you can be in shape, you can, you know, you can have the flattest body, you can have the widest hips, you can have the fattest behind. That's not really gonna that's not really gonna equal marriage. And even if that does equal marriage, that's not gonna equal security, protection, love, loyalty. That's not gonna equal, just because your body's in shape, that's not really gonna equate a man. That's not gonna make a man be loyal to you and treat you well. Because, you know, you look at all the baddest women out there, the quote unquote baddest women out there, they've also been cheated on, they've also been disrespected. So I don't really know what Ayesha's trying to get at. And like I said, I feel like it's you know, I feel like Ayesha feels like she's trying to play innocent, which I don't like. She's trying to say that, oh, she came from a good place, but I feel like a good place would have been to DM Yung Baby Tate, being as though Ayesha is verified. I feel like that the reason why it went so viral is that because like somebody who was verified was. And one thing I've actually noticed is that when you look at things like the Shade Room and like Unsigned, all these celebrity blogs, the celebrities like are there and are present. Like whenever it's regular people doing nonsense, like all these celebrity people are like commenting. But like when it's other celebrities that like get themselves into dirt, and then like it's not, whenever like when the celebrities get themselves into trouble and it's nothing good or nothing to be celebrated, what ends up happening is that you see that there's a lack of celebrities commenting. And I feel like, you know, Ayesha must have, the reason why it also went viral was because like when you look at it, like quite a lot of people in the comments were slandering and saying, oh, like the celebrities were saying, like, be nice to Yung Baby Tate, like these people were wrong. But obviously Ayesha felt like she was coming from a good place and trying to be a good, you know, from sister to sister, trying to, you know, black women unite, trying to speak to Yung Baby Tate, or trying to educate her basically. And but I feel like if it came from a good place, why didn't she DM her? Why didn't she call her? Why didn't she get hold of her and talk to her privately? Because I feel like this whole I feel like I don't want to say, because some people feel like, oh, black women are not a monolith, so we shouldn't, like, some people feel like when you talk about, oh, black women need to have respect for each other, and they need to you know, there needs to be more of a sisterhood when it comes to black women. Some black women feel like, oh, I don't really care, like I don't really feel all black women are my sisters. If I've got an issue with a black woman, I'm going to speak about it, and that's fine. But I feel like how we speak to each other publicly, it's not just, because sometimes, like, as black women, we might think, oh, when we're talking about hair, and we're talking about skin tone, and we're talking about, you know, our bodies and all these things, we think that, oh, these white people aren't watching. But I feel like despite them not being present in the conversation, this is everybody's internet, and I feel like they're going to listen, and they're going to scroll and listen, and I feel like the same type of jargon and the same disrespect that we throw on each other, and the same judgmental character, like the way we sort of speak to each other, is the way sometimes non-black people will pick it up and feel like they can speak to you that way because they've seen other people of your community speak to you like that. And I feel like it reminds me of the whole Candace Owens and Noah Cyrus versus Candace Owens, where a couple of months ago, I think Candace Owens, being Candace Owens, she was trying to, she insinuated that Harry Styles wasn't a real man because I think he was wearing a skirt or was wearing like things that were basically, like, Candace Owens basically tried coming for Harry Styles and the way he dresses. And Noah Cyrus, obviously being friends, I'm guessing, with Harry Styles, tried to defend Harry, but she called Candace Owens a nappy-headed or a nappy-ass hoe. And I was like, I don't think that Noah Cyrus uses that type of language when she's speaking with her friends, when they're going to Starbucks, when they're living their everyday life. I don't think that that's how Noah Cyrus speaks to her friends. But I feel like it's the way when we as black women, like publicly degrade each other and degrade our bodies and degrade, like, the way when we refer to our hair as unkempt and stuff like that. That's why when you, like, the way we refer to our hair and when we speak to each other, the way we refer to our bodies and our skin tones and everything like that affects us as black women. When we speak to one another and we don't speak to, I mean, you can always educate, or you can always, like, say, okay, like, I'm coming to you as a sister or whatever it is, that's fine. But I feel like there has to be a respect factor there, and I feel like sometimes it's much more easier to disrespect our own than anybody else. So, and I feel like that's what other races see, and then they use that same language and that same jargon. You know, one day down the line, you end up offending a non-black person, and they'll turn around and be like, oh, you nappy-headed hoe, and it's because they're in your comment section reading what you're saying about one another. So that's why, like, that's my opinion about it overall. And I feel like this did not warrant overtly back and forth. Like I said, the bringing the whole marriage factor into it was just dumb. Like I said, it's not about, marriage is not the be all and end all. I'm guessing to women like Ayesha it is, like, she feels like she was born for marriage, and that's fine. To each their own. But I feel like the reason why people feel comfortable saying to you, the reason why some men feel comfortable in the community saying to you that, oh, if you graduate from college or you aspire to go to college, you're going to end up alone, or you're going to die alone. If you want an education, if you want better for yourself overall, you're just going to end up dying alone, is because a woman like Ayesha Curry, oh gosh, I don't want to conflate it to Ayesha Howard, basically saying, putting marriage over our heads, and that's something that you know, is the be all and end all, basically, that if you don't get married, well, you're a loser in life, which I completely disagree with. Learn to love your own company. How about that? So anyway, that's it for my video. Let me know what you guys feel like in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you feel like Yung Baby Tate had every right to clap back? Do you also feel like Ayesha was basically, do you feel like Ayesha came from a good place, advising Yung Baby Tate to lose the weight, lose the belly fat? Or do you feel like she just kept her comments to herself, basically? So let me know down below. Thank you for watching my video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. This is your Wahala video of the week.
I am so